knows how important family time is when it comes to dinner, but working families know how stressful it can be to put a meal on a table and keep that family energy going. Well, two Toronto-based moms had a great idea, and it's turned into SupperWorks. Joni Leon and Chris Wood are here to tell us their story. Who wants to start? Where did the idea from SupperWorks come from?
Well, I read about the concept in a magazine, and at the time it was an American publication. At the time there were no Canadian meal prep associations or meal prep stores in Canada at all. So I talked to my friend Joni and said, you know, this is fantastic. Why don't we have any of this in Canada? Let's start one.
So Joni, what is this? What is SupperWorks?
SupperWorks is a meal assembly kitchen, essentially. It's our way of helping busy people get healthy, delicious meals on the table. Our customers come into SupperWorks, they choose from our monthly menu. We have 14 different entrees on the menu every month. Our customers come in and actually assemble the meals that they've selected. We do all the prep work before they come in. We do the grocery shopping, we do the washing, the chopping, fresh herbs, fresh veggies, anything that they need for each and every recipe that they've selected. Our customers come in, they make either 6, 9, or 12 entrees, take everything home, freeze, defrost, and cook as they need it.
So it sounds to me like you're a bit of dinner magic. You're dinner elves.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Customers come in, they spill, oops, we clean up happily after them. I mean,
How wonderful is that?
It's amazing.
Now, you're two working moms. You were working in very different fields. So tell us about that transformation and when you had that moment that said, I'm going to change my life.
Well, for me, I was in a field that I was looking to do something else, and when I read about this idea, I thought, oh my gosh, this really speaks to me. I could get really passionate about it, and so that leap was very easy.
Now, did you get so passionate because you yourself had issues around dinner? Did you see yourself in the story that you read?
Absolutely. I was kind of stuck in a rut, and we have children, and it was always the what is for dinner time dilemma, and we were eating the same old things. And I love to cook, but at the end of the workday, I'm tired. Like, I just wanted to, I was taking the path of least resistance, and I wanted to put really healthy food on the table. And as soon as I read about this concept, I said, bingo.
Joni, is that similar to what happened to you? Because you had a completely different field as well.
yeah, I had my own counseling practice, marriage and family counseling, and I was doing it on a quite part-time basis, but it was my dream job. But when Chris approached me with this idea, it resonated so strongly, I jumped in. Again, complete career transformation. I've always had Chris is a foodie. Chris loves cooking, always has. I've always had a love-hate relationship with cooking. I hate grocery shopping. I hate testing recipes that don't work, or buying books. I burn myself a lot. I cut myself when I cook. But I love good food and always have. So for me, this was a way in my own life to get good food on the table. My husband used to call, what's for dinner? I'd tell him, oh, and he'd show up with a brown bag. So this was my life before SupperWorks. I've had in the past, my kids literally throwing up on the floor with things that I'd made. So
Joni, I appreciate the honesty that you're bringing to the table, because I'm sure that you're speaking to a lot of parents out there who, just like you, don't want to spare the time for the grocery, for the stress and the headaches. Mm-hmm. So tell me about the people that do come into various SupperWorks locations. What is their story?
Well, it's busy people who want to eat well. A lot of busy families, a lot of harried parents who have kids involved in things, and they don't know, they're picking up fast food much too often, or eating a peanut butter sandwich or something like that. And by coming into our store, you can spend an hour and make 6 family-size entrees in about an hour, which is incredible. It's fun to do. The food is great. And, people aren't necessarily eating SupperWorks every night of the week, but on a couple of nights a week when we're busy, the kids have soccer, they have swimming, I know I'm going to put a healthy meal on the table in, 30 minutes or less.
So let's do the math on this, Joni. 1 hour, 6 entrees. How many people can you feed with, let's say, one of the entrees, so people at home can kind of clue into what kind of time saver this might be?
Each of the entrees serves 4 to 6 people, or for smaller families, it can be divided into 2 servings, or 2 dinners for 2 to 3.
And when people come in there, I'm assuming that they're from different abilities of cooking, some who cut themselves and burn themselves like you. Do you help them along in that process? Can anybody come, or do you have to be a bit kitchen conversant?
We have the whole range. Some people love food, love cooking, love trying different recipes, different ideas. Other people are very uncomfortable in the kitchen. And, you know, we're always there to assist either way.
Now you're doing the grocery shopping, you're doing the prep, the cleaning, and the chopping. You all of a sudden had this big about face in your lives where you changed careers, but did you ever envision yourself literally setting the menu for families? Let's start with you, Chris.
I think that initially, no, like not in our wildest dreams. We neither of us kind of saw this on the horizon, but we worked into it really, really nicely, and it's been such an inspiration, and we've had so much positive feedback from families. That has been so rewarding, and we get so much positive feedback. We absolutely we love it, and we, you know, try and do our best every month, and it's been terrific.
Now, we've only got 1 minute left, but I think a lot of people at home watching are thinking they have an idea that would take them away from what they're doing now into their own business. What was the biggest challenge for you, Joni, heading into being an entrepreneur?
The biggest challenge had to be time. I'd gone from working on a very part-time basis and scheduling my life around my family's lives, and suddenly we were working almost 24/7.
That is a big lifestyle change, and your changes are now affecting changes for families throughout the city.
Yes, true.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your story, the story behind the kitchen. We appreciate that so much. You love to promote Toronto-based businesses to working moms. We wish you much success in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, if that has hit a chord with your family and your dinner time routines, you need to go to SupperWorks.com to find out where the closest SupperWorks is to you and what kind of meals your family can be enjoying. Stay tuned, because right now Dale Goldhawk wants to share with us what's live on the show tonight. Take it away, Dale.